If anyone sins because they did not speak up when they heard a public oath and were a witness, whether they saw or knew about it, they will be held responsible for their sin. Or if anyone touches anything unclean, whether the carcass of an unclean wild animal or the carcass of unclean livestock, or the carcass of an unclean swarming creature, and is unaware of it, they will be unclean and guilty. Or if they touch any human uncleanness, whatever uncleanness a person may have that makes them unclean, and they are unaware of it, when they learn of it they will be guilty. Or if anyone makes a rash vow to do something good or bad, whatever a person may promise in an oath, and is unaware of it, when they learn of it, they will be guilty in one of these matters. When anyone becomes guilty in any of these ways, they must confess how they have sinned. They must bring their guilt offering to the Lord for the sin they have committed, a female from the flock, a sheep or a goat, as a sin offering. The priest will then make atonement for them for their sin, and they will be forgiven. If they cannot afford a sheep, they must bring to the Lord 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons as a penalty for their sin, one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering. They must bring them to the priest, who will first offer the one for the sin offering. He is to wring off its head from its neck but not sever it completely. He must sprinkle some of the blood of the sin offering against the side of the altar, and the rest of the blood must be drained out at the base of the altar. It is a sin offering. He is to offer the second bird as a burnt offering according to the proper procedure. In this way the priest will make atonement for them for the sin they have committed, and they will be forgiven. But if they cannot afford 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, they are to bring as their offering 1/10 of an ephah of fine flour for a sin offering. They must not put oil or frankincense on it, because it is a sin offering. They must bring it to the priest, who will take a handful of it as a memorial portion and burn it on the altar, along with the other offerings made by fire to the Lord. It is a sin offering. In this way the priest will make atonement for them for any of these sins they have committed, and they will be forgiven. The remainder will belong to the priest like a grain offering. The Lord said to Moses, "If anyone commits a breach of faith and sins unintentionally in regard to the holy things of the Lord, they must bring to the Lord as a guilt offering a ram from the flock, one without defect, valued in silver shekels according to the sanctuary shekel. They must make restitution for the harm they have done in regard to the holy thing, add 1/5 of the value to it, and give it all to the priest. The priest will make atonement for them with the ram of the guilt offering, and they will be forgiven. If anyone sins and does what is forbidden in any of the Lord's commands, even though they were unaware, they are guilty and will be held responsible. They must bring to the priest a ram from the flock, one without defect, valued according to your estimation, as a guilt offering. The priest will make atonement for them for the error they committed unintentionally, and they will be forgiven. It is a guilt offering. They have certainly been unfaithful to the Lord.